Well, there's another appeal underway with evidence indicating that Chauvin himself did not cause George Floyd's death. The Associated Press is reporting in a motion filed in federal court, Chauvin said he never would have pled guilty to the charge in 2021 if he'd known about the theories of a Kansas pathologist with whom he began corresponding in February. Chauvin is asking the judge who presided over his trial to throw out his conviction and order a new trial, or at least an evidentiary hearing. Has this been a miscarriage of justice, Liz? There was such an atmosphere, such a climate of retribution. Someone had to pay. We saw the riots throughout the country. In fact, there were riots internationally, BLM-inspired riots. Is what happened to Derek Chauvin, in your opinion, a miscarriage of justice?
Yeah, I've never seen something like this up close as a journalist, where there is so much public documentation and such, which is what we're supposed to go on, that points in one direction, but the press pushed the public in the other direction in such a way that it almost was, you're a conspiracy theorist, or you have to be crazy if you care about the facts here. And that's why I say, even if you don't have a connection to law enforcement, or care about what's happened with skyrocketing crime all across the country, this story really is about the justice system in America and what that says. Alex King speaks to this in the movie itself, talking about how, don't fall for this. Don't fall for this race bait. Don't fall for what the media pushes. We are better than this as people, and we are critical thinkers. So let's not let this happen again in our country. And I think, everybody can kind of decide for themselves after seeing the film, or if they read the book. There's a lot more in the book that you can only kind of boil down into a 90-minute film, but I think this really does speak to where we are, as a country at this point with our justice system, letting the mob rule the day.
Well, yeah, there's issues with the justice system, but there's also issues with the media. And we saw the media lies about the protests being mostly peaceful. We saw the whitewashing of some of the extreme violence and destruction of those riots. And now we're seeing the impact of that entire defund the police agenda, and its impact is been most severe for Black communities. Has the American left acknowledged the destruction this entire defund the police movement has caused, and has the BLM movement also taken a hit in the aftermath?
Yeah, I think there's been quite a bit reported on Black Lives Matter and just what that organization turned into, not helping Black lives at all. That's been well documented as to what's transpired there. But I think we've also come to a point now where people will not admit that they were wrong, and they led people down the wrong path. And I think that's why, I'm grateful for you for giving this documentary and this movie some attention. But you have, certainly a line in the sand. This won't be getting the attention of the mainstream media at all, because they'd have to admit that they were wrong. I mean, I worked at a place that was pushing this very divisive narrative, and it changed the way we shaped and we formed news stories. And I wasn't comfortable with that, and also just painting our men and women who protect and serve each and every day, in such a bad light, portraying them as the bad guys again and again. And I think that damage, sadly, really can't be undone at this point.